everything I can.
1984 is when Sam Adams.
When we started, yeah.
So 1984, you're a bartender. It was a different day for women. It was a very different day. Tell us about what it was like to go from, the bar to the corporate, sales office and you were the executive over there.
I was co-founder of the company.
Co-founder.
The whole, we didn't even, it was just
you two.
Yeah.
You and Jim.
But I was a secretary by trade. I had a 2-year degree in secretarial science.
Wow.
Before computers, IBM selectric typewriters. And I met Jim at Boston Consulting Group. So that was professional.
Right.
It was fun though. Brilliant people.
Oh.
Surrounded by all kinds of just amazing people.
Top. Yeah.
So I had that. And then at night I would bartend and waitress.
Wow. That's
And
incredible.
it was fun. It was lots of fun. And when Jim was the 6th consecutive oldest son to be a brewer in his family, he has 3 Harvard degrees. And he decided that he was going to follow his passion. And, was left behind Boston Consulting Group and all that had, all of the money and accolades and all of the things that went on security. And he asked me to help him start a beer company. He knew about beer, he knew about business, but he didn't know about bars.
He said this Kallman's also a disruptor.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
He made a good choice.
Yeah, he did.
And we made a great team.
I think I read somewhere that he attributed you to the driving force, the sales, as opposed to marketing, right?
Well, sales is the lifeblood of any company. But ironically, they don't teach you sales at Harvard Business School or at any school for that matter. They don't teach you how to sell, but that's the lifeblood of a company.
Is it something you can teach?
Yeah, I think it's something you can teach. It has to be the right person that wants to do it.
What's the number one lesson? If you were the teacher teaching future sales gurus, what would be the key to success? I mean, again, Jim said that sales, not marketing, right? Sales, not advertising. It's in sales. And it's making those relationships. And that's what he attributed to the key to the success. Obviously, he had a good product.
If you don't make your products available and visible, they're not for sale. You could have every billboard all over the world, but if you walked into a restaurant and you couldn't get my whiskey or Sam Adams or Budweiser for that matter, you're not in business. So that point of sale is everything.
If I understand you correctly, you're saying getting the product in front of the people is clutch.
It's clutch. Making it available, making it visible. If people want it, they have to be able to figure out how to purchase it.
Is there an organic process to sales?
Somewhat. I think the better salespeople are ones that just genuinely love people. And they want to listen. They want to hear what people have to say. Those are the ones that are most successful. Not just talking, but listening. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, that. So you guys married? How come you don't wear wedding rings? I'm curious.
That's a good question. That's a great question. I'll tell you a story. I did a wedding. It was a beautiful hotel. Everyone's in the best, And the bride and groom are coming down the aisle. And I'm mic'd up, bride, groom, we're looking at each other, gazing into each other's eyes. And 2 or 3 like, dude, let's start already, And so, and the mic picked it up. It was great, because you can't add such a special moment. The bride and the groom under the chuppah, 1,000-year history, and it's been done exactly the same way it's been done for thousands of years. Now, this particular bride, her 4 grandparents all came out of Europe. They all survived the Holocaust. And they specifically wanted it done in the way that it's been done for thousands of years. So one of the things that a traditional Jewish wedding is that the husband does not receive anything in return. He's the giver.
I see.
And so what the husband does is gives the ring to the bride, and she accepts that ring, and that acceptance of the ring in front of the witnesses creates the bond, the everlasting bond between husband and wife. The mechanics of that transaction, if you will, seems like the wrong word, but she's accepting this person as her husband and he's accepting this person as his wife. If there was an exchange where he would give a ring and she would give a ring, and if he's not giving, that might nullify the transaction.
I like that. Very nice.
Hold on, can I do one of these?
Yeah. Oh, forgot to do that. You got to be a gunslinger. You
I'm glad you asked that question.
It's a great question.
Yeah, it's a great question.
That was a great answer.
Thank
I
you.
learned a lot. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do. This is exactly what we do. It's funny. Say, what do we do? We're a synagogue, but we're not. You know?
So let me ask, why do you think young Jews are not
Engaging.
engaged?
Yeah. Now, why? I can say it like this. You ready?
Yeah,
Can I say it straight?
I'm sitting.
Can I say it straight?
Mm.
I'm class of '94, Sharon High School. You know, Screaming Eagles. And one of my friends in their newsfeed, she said, I miss Rosh Hashanah. Like, I miss seeing all those people in the hall at synagogue.
Right.
You know, it was a real cultural connection there. You know, she was asking all of our Facebook friends, why don't we have that? And it seemed like no one had it. Like, people were totally disconnected, but they want to give that to their kids, but they didn't have the connection. And I think what happens is when we compromise the Torah, we see that there's a distancing of connection to the Jewish community. That statement is the irony of the Jewish American story, because we've had this sort of, you know, this drive to be American at the cost of our Jewish identity. And at the same time, we take pride in Judaism, but we see the trend.
It's a little bit of a conundrum.
Yeah. That's the challenge, right?
The tradition is doing.
What do you think, Ron?
The tradition is doing things the way that they've always been done.
Right.
That's tradition.
Right.
And there's some, that's poetic and romantic in a lot of ways. So what you're doing
Right.
is you're bringing it into the century,
Mhm.
getting people engaged in
That's
different, interesting, in some ways, don't take it wrong, but entertaining ways. That people will spend their time watching and listening and laughing and engaging. That's marketing. I win.
But you get an A+ at J-Pulse, you know?
Cool.
Much for your time, Ron.
Thank you. My pleasure.
We look forward to many more l'chaims and happy occasions together.
So l'chaim is a drink? I thought it meant to life.
It means to lives. People say salud or to life, but in Hebrew it's l'chaim, which is plural for to lives. And the idea is that we should not just have a physically good life, but also a spiritually good life. And so therefore, the plural of lives, this world and the next.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I like that. No, I definitely have to come visit.
You definitely should, yeah.
Yep. Of course, you have to have a bottle of whiskey on me.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Thank you very much. I get very emotional with moments. Thank you.
Wow. You're doing something special and important.